Hello everyone, I'm Eurocoin and this is my review of My Little Pony Funko vinyl collectible figures Rainbow Dash Derpy. And for some time now, fans of My Little Pony Friendship is Magic have been wanting to get these non-brushable, cartoon accurate, non-minifigure sized ponies. But unfortunately Hasbro has been unwilling or unable to fulfill those needs from fans. So now fortunately Hasbro has given license to Funko to produce these awesome non-minifigure sized, non-brushable cartoon accurate ponies. And let's start this two-figure review from Rainbow Dash and her package. And here you can see Rainbow Dash's package, which is, well, rainbow colored, like you can see. There's the name Rainbow Dash and rainbow here and rainbow tail here and so on. And you can see that if you are a pony fan before this, you know that Hasbro product, well, the product made Hasbro themselves are usually kind of pink or purple colored things, but not these ones. These are kind of boxes that say, I'm not for little girls. Of course, there's nothing wrong about little girls playing with these, but these are produced for a little bit bigger people, well, bigger fans, and yeah. And about Rainbow Dash, well, I'm not going to go more deeper than the fact that she is one of the main characters from the series, because if I'd made a presentation about Rainbow Dash, this video would be a few hours long, so no, this is a review of this product and figure and not about the character itself. But this is the box Rainbow Dash comes in. It's a window box which can be resealed or it can be opened, figure can be taken out and put back and so on. So if you like how it looks inside the package, you can put it back after taking out if you want. So in-box collectors and out-of-box collectors, or if you are both, you kind of, it's a win-win situation. And well, this is how Rainbow Dash looks inside the package. Obviously I'm going to take it out in a moment and then you can see the figure outside the package. This is how it looks from this end, and the back of the package, well, this is the side you already saw, and from the top it's looking like this. And that's about the package of Rainbow Dash. So let's put Dashy there and let's start with Derpy. And obviously Derpy comes in a similar window box package than Rainbow Dash. The colors are, well, suitable for Derpy. It's Derpy colors and so on. The color schemes on these boxes fit to characters. And you probably noticed that I called this character Derpy. And actually, what is or who is Derpy? Well, Derpy is a background character that has had a couple of speaking lines in the show. She actually had those lines with Rainbow Dash in one season 2 episode. But about the name Derpy, well, that's how she was called in that particular episode. But this character has other names. For example, there's Didgeridoo, which is used by some fanfic writers, and I think that was a name that studio used on their scripts, even though this character was mostly on the background. And the Hot Topic, which is the place where I ordered these from, because at the moment of making this review, these Funko vinyl figures are still Hot Topic exclusives, but on their site this character was called Bubbles, yeah, which comes from the fact that she has bubbles as her cutie mark. Yeah. And about Derpy, like I said, she's a background character, and actually originally she was just a animation mistake, and then fans became to love her, and she was appearing on the background more and more, and then even got some speaking lines. Though about those speaking lines, there was some controversy about them, and I'm not going into full detail about that, but just there was something. And let's take a closer look about this package. This nice I love Derpy, or Didgeridoo, or Bubbles, or whatever you want to call her. And while personally I don't, maybe like Derpy this much, if I had to choose between hate or love, it would be closer to love. But it's more in the middle. I don't hate or love this character. And Derpy inside the package. Obviously in a moment you will be seeing her outside the package. Derpy from the other, from this end of the package, back of the package, and the other end of the package, and the top of the package. Yeah, and that's pretty much it about the packages. So let's go to opened figures review portion of this review. Packages are empty, which means it's time to take a look of these ponies outside their packages. And first let's put these packages away, and then let's start with the first pony of the series, Derpy. And before going any further about Derpy, let's take a look how she looks from different angles and sides and so on. And that's Derpy. And like you can see, this figure has multiple pieces. The mane is in 2 pieces, which are glued on. Then the head is separate piece glued on the body. Wings are separate pieces glued on the body. Tail is separate piece glued on the body. Actually, tail itself has 2 pieces which are glued together. And you can see there's some annoying glue residue. If you can see, there's some annoying glue residue here. And while I can't be sure, I think this tail might be a little bit too out from this hole here. I think it should be further in, though I can't be sure, but it just looks like that. But this wing here is not properly attached. Yeah, it's glued like it should be, but when you compare it to this other wing, there's some gap here which should not be. But otherwise, nice looking figure. Well, actually there's one thing, this here, which is the most awful looking thing. This is the one thing that caught my eye every time, and I hate it because it's an eyesore. But yeah, like I said, otherwise nice looking figure, though it's a little bit dull colored, so which probably is why she's not my favorite figures or characters. Yes, I like brightly colored ponies. But oh, and you can see that this Derpy here has 7 bubbles as a cutie mark. Well, if you can see. And why I'm mentioning this, because the first production version actually had only 5 bubbles, which is incorrect, but this later production batch is then corrected. And from Derpy to a little bit more colored pony, Rainbow Dash. Yeah, you can see that this a bit more colored and more bright and so on. But let's take a look how Rainbow Dash looks. Well, that's Rainbow Dash, and I can't be 100% sure because I haven't looked whether or not this mane and tail is completely accurate on color and shape and size and so on to her cartoon counterpart. But anyway, the figure looks great. even though because the tail and mane has so many colors, obviously there's only one base color and other colors are then painted on, and it kind of looks bad on parts, especially here on the root of the tail. Well, I said with Derpy that I'm not sure if the tail should be more further in the body, though if Derpy's, well, tail is not properly in place, then Rainbow Dashes wouldn't be either, so maybe it's just me who thinks it should be further in. But let's move on. Yeah, like I said, and it looks like it's this blue, that it's the base color of the mane and tail, and then all the other colors are painted on. You can see that the blue is kind of shiny, little bit like, well, more like the body, and then those painted colors are a little bit more matte. So yeah, especially since on this other pony from the series, the mane and tail is also this shiny material. I know that the first production batch of these ponies, Rainbow Dash Derpy, were not this shiny material. They were more matte colored, but these later versions then are the shinier ones. I don't know, probably Funko a little bit changed the material or something. I don't know, but that's how it is. But here they are, two Pegasi from series Fun 1 of Funko My Little Pony vinyl figures. And this pretty much is it for this review. We'll see each other next time. Oh, I almost forgot. Yeah, I recommend these figures to everyone if you like them. Obviously, if you live in the US, they should be pretty easy to come by. Well, at the moment of recording this, they are still Hot Topic exclusives, but it won't be long before they are available more than just at Hot Topic, because the exclusivity period is coming to its end. And if you live in Europe, these are coming in June or July. Well, and they are released in end of June, and there are European sellers, places who are taking pre-orders already. But yeah, now it really is the end. We'll see each other next time with some next video, but until then, it's goodbye for now.